So, guys, the time is currently 7 p.m. I skipped my MMA class tonight, something I was looking forward to, but I didn't do it. Furthermore, I skipped on a lot of other things I wanted to do, like coding, like reading, like journaling, like just living life with meaning. I didn't fulfill my promise today. And by doing so, I am a loser. I am a loser, I'm a failure, and I have not been living up to my word. And by doing so, nothing great has come to me. And I deserve every single ounce of my failures and dissatisfaction. I feel like I am torturing myself for the past actions I have choose to do, and I deserve to be punished because I choose to not make the right decisions in life. And that is really all I want to say because I have just been making the bad choices today by binge watching movies, by eating whatever I want, by just fapping because why not, right? Why not just add that into the self destruction recipe and just make myself feel like an absolute loser? And that is the truth, guys. There's nothing to hide. That is how I have been living life for the past 3 days. Not glamorous, not exactly how I want. And my result of how I feel and what I will get, I deserve it. I'm not going to get anything. I'm going to get punished. I feel like a loser. I feel like a total failure. I feel like someone who's dishonest to himself. I deserve all that. Do I truly believe I deserve nothing? Well, let me just say this. Eventually, if you don't keep your word in long enough, eventually, if you make countless mistakes and choose not to make a stand for yourself, then eventually you will start to believe you are incompetent, no matter what it is in life, to be great. You'll eventually think like that. But I still hold on hope, not to delude myself, because I know that I can get myself out of this complacency. I know I can because I have done so before. And I know I choose to make these mistakes today because I did not want to think. Not that I don't want to think, but I didn't want to face the truth. But the longer I avoid this, well, the longer life will suck. The longer I'm going to continue this self torture. And it may be the same for you. You may have ambition. You may have these goals you want to achieve. You may want to start something new, but for whatever reason, your own urges, your own lust or distraction or whatever it is holding you down. But just know they are only holding you down because you choose not to make the right choice. You choose not to think and make the right decision that will put you out of this hole you have dug yourself. Just know that we can all change. But the only reason why we don't choose to change, the only reason why we choose to live in our past over and over and over again is because we are scared of what the future may bring. But understand this, if you don't choose to do nothing about life, like I have for the past 3 days, and yet you are high ambitious, then you are only tormenting yourself. You are ripping yourself apart from the inside out. And that is I that feeling I don't even wish upon my worst enemies because I know that truly, truly sucks. So yeah, I didn't do anything. I choose not to do anything today, and that is the reason of my failure. It's not because I had no abilities. It's not because I am stupid or whatever. I just choose not to make the right choice. And I guess we could say that by not thinking, by not acting logically, then we are in fact dumb for doing that. But on a positive note, though, well, like if there's any positive thing that had happened today, I guess the one good thing is I knew when to stop. I knew when to stop before going too far down the rabbit hole. I knew when to stop and understand that I still have boundaries and I still have things that I will not cross ever again because if I do so, then I have totally lost my self respect. But I know that today like all my other failures, it is just a fumble because I choose not to think. And this is something I don't want to continue. But obviously, our urges, our emotions gets the better of us. But sometimes we just have to build this discipline, build this commitment to say no to things. And that sometimes is enough to move the needle forward. But sometimes that in itself is quite difficult to find when you have beaten yourself down of all courage. But this has been my Monday. Not the most ideal way I would like to start my week, but what can I say? This is who I choose to become, but this is not who I want to become. So I'll be here for you guys tomorrow. But until then, I will see you guys then. Good night.